Welcome to the All Around Joe podcast, where we optimize your human performance from my personal experience as an athlete, coach, and all-around self-improvement junkie. On this edition of the All Around Joe podcast, I'm going to be talking about the fifth day of the Fasting Mimicking Diet by Prolon. Before I get into that, I want to make sure that you guys know that this podcast is brought to you by Inside Tracker. Inside Tracker is the company that did pre and post blood work for me on this Prolon Fasting Mimicking Diet to see what the results are so that you can make the determination as to whether or not you should get into doing fasting for yourself. So if you'd like to try Inside Tracker, which I recommend doing Inside Tracker either way for everybody, you can go to InsideTracker.com and use the code AllAroundJoe to get yourself 10% off. So go to InsideTracker.com, use the code AllAroundJoe to get yourself 10% off. All right, the fifth and final day of this 5-day fast. Went pretty good in the AM. We went out and did a hike. The hike went well. It was in the Adirondack Mountains, super fun, perfect day for it. Only 2 miles, so it didn't really stress us too much. And on this day, we ate a little bit less than usual, it felt like, or it was similar to on Wednesday or day 3. So breakfast was tea and a nut-based bar and some basically omega oil. Lunch was tomato soup, kale crackers, and vitamins. The midday snack, was just tea, which makes it hard when there's not actually food there. And then dinner was minestrone soup again. So I can say that early on in the fast, the soups actually tasted really good, but at the end, I was ready to be done with the soups for sure. No more soups for me. But we did the hike, beautiful day, and then we decided to crash in a hotel room and watch movies for the rest of the night in order to hopefully make the last day easy. So that's where I am right now, in the hotel room in Utica, New York. And then the evening was actually pretty rough on this one. It was rough because I think that there was less food, like I said earlier, but it just didn't feel like there was a lot of energy, maybe from the hike or whatnot, and the hunger would just not go away. So even sitting around watching movies, having a good time with that, could not get my mind off of being hungry. So now that it is the morning of the 6th day, headed into Quest Diagnostics to get the lab work done, and guess what? The technician there did not know how to do the Inside Tracker lab work. So I actually had to call Jonathan from Inside Tracker and have him talk to the technician to get it all figured out so they could take the blood draw, and she took extra blood. And I don't know if you know this, but I don't really like having my blood drawn, so I'm laying down, she's taking extra blood. She didn't seem like she got the needle in the right spot. It was kind of a mess, but we got it done. So everything is all wrapped up. We did the 5-day Fasting Mimicking Diet by Prolon. We got the Inside Tracker blood tests on the front end and the back end, and we've been slowly eating some bagels because you're not supposed to have a whole bunch of food and binge right away. So we went and got some easily digestible bagels to eat. But all in all, great experience. Something that I've realized in doing this is that it's very interesting to take away something like food that will potentially have a positive result, and then you actually appreciate getting to eat on a regular basis after that. So I'm going to recommend doing this fasting to people because of the long-term research that's already been shown to help you. And I'm going to do it again even if my blood work comes out the same or not as good, because I know that it can improve from time to time. So in about 6 months or so, I'll probably do it again either way. And I recommend that people to do this as well, just because there's so much research showing how positive it is for you. As long as you're fairly healthy or you have some sort of ailment that has been dealt with or looked at while people are doing the fast. So I highly recommend checking it out. And if you'd like to try the Prolon Fasting Mimicking Diet, you can go to allaroundjoe.com/Prolon and use code allaroundjoe. And through the end of October, you'll get 10% off that Prolon Fasting Mimicking Diet kit, which includes all of the food and vitamins and everything that you need to complete the 5 days of the fast. So I highly recommend you check that out. All right, and like I said before, at the front end of this, make sure that if you haven't done it before, go to InsideTracker.com, use the code AllAroundJoe to get 10% off. Pick any of the packages. Inside Tracker has been a great company to work with. I highly recommend them, and I recommend everybody goes and gets their blood work done, because Inside Tracker will take that blood work and they'll correlate it with journal evidence that supports what foods and supplements and lifestyle changes you should make in order to improve your blood marker results. All right, if you have any questions for me, you can put them in the show notes at allaroundjoe.com/164. That's allaroundjoe.com/164. I look forward to seeing some of those questions. All right, guys, over and out. I will see you on the next podcast. The All Around Joe podcast, where we optimize your human performance from my personal experience as an athlete, coach, and all-around self-improvement junkie. I'll see you